Hey guys, Erin of Scandalous Beauty. I won this trip by doing a blog post about my foundation for blogging, and what that story did, it took me a long time to write it, but it was like me telling you about the good, the bad, the ugly, about things that were happening in my life and why I started blogging and how blogging really saved me. It really made me find a part of my life, that I had been searching for or whatever. I'm not gonna get all about it, but you can feel free to read the blog post. It really meant a lot to me, and I'd never really talked about it publicly. So, yeah, it was the good, the bad, the ugly, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, some of the ugly, not all the ugly, but one day I'll be brave enough to tell my entire story, But Mariah, so I wrote this blog post and found out that the Iman beauty team liked it, and I won a trip to New York to meet Iman and try on her foundation and learn about the products and whatnot. So instantly, like, I'm so excited, I'm running the house and tell my mom, and I'm like hyped, and then I realized, they say they're gonna fly me to New York. I don't fly. Okay, so it's 10:38 in the morning. My flight to New York leaves at 11:50. I don't like to fly. I'm terrified of planes. Whatever. So it's time for me to get on the plane. I'm boarding, and I go through the little tunnel thing, and well, I think I'm going to go through the tunnel thing, and there's no tunnel. Why? Because the plane is this big. I'm getting on a freaking toy plane to get to New York. The plane is tiny. What the? Terrified. Beyond terrified. On the elevator up to the hotel. I'm alive. Thank you, God. I'm so excited. I walked around. I just walk, that's just like me. I just like to walk aimlessly for hours and hours. Go to Starbucks, grab a drink, and walk. I'm almost positive the ladies at my church should get their clothes ordered here. Look at the church lady hats. Hallelujah. How beautiful are these houses? Gorgeous, yeah? People enjoying these hands. Look at, I got a blue shirt tearing a cupcake up. So here we go. Look at his locks. Whoa. So I'm gonna get the roasted beef and arugula. There's the view uptown. There's the view downtown. And this is them. So, by the way, I'm staying at the Affinia Hotel. Gorgeous hotel. I really enjoyed it. Having Korean fried chicken and
sweet and pickled radish.
Sweet and pickled radish, yum, and a pineapple thing. Okay.
Pineapple sake mixture.
Yeah, pineapple sake mixture drink. Okay. Do you want to be in the video?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Do you not see what I look like right now?
All right. Iman walks in the room. That woman is so fly. It is disturbing.
So this is really something that I personally wanted in the line, because being 55, I thought this is the kind of a product that I would want to wear, especially if we have cover cream. The cover cream really comes into where you want to wear it as a concealer, where you need to apply it, so that it takes the blemishes and covers all the iffy areas, so to speak. And then you want the rest of your skin to look more natural, and enhanced in that way. So it is a perfect marriage when it comes to the liquid foundation with the cover cream, because if you wanted a little bit more coverage, you just really use the cover cream as a concealer and and conceal what you want, and then let the skin shine through by wearing the liquid foundation. We have oily skin to start with. God bless us. We have that. That's why we look like this and age so well. But at the same time, nobody wants this extreme shine. It looks like you are really lit from within. You don't want that. And I have to say, a lot of white magazine editors had that same complaint. So when you bring that kind of shine that has, and usually it has a base, it has like kind of a gray base, silvery base to it, which doesn't really transcend on our face that well, because something more bronzy and more warmer looks better than us than something that's more silvery. So that's what the problem we had. And I kept on saying, why would we need a mineral story? I mean, unless we're really going to bring the right mineral so that when it goes on the face, it looks the warm as we want it to look like, then we really don't have to go on that route. So that's why we were taking us so long to actually perfect it, to find it the right way to do it. And here it is.
Lots of brands are dictated by ethnicity. You know, it's for an African American, it's for Hispanic, and it's for Asian. Iman Cosmetics really is about skin tone. We focus on skin tone because one of the things that when we first started talking about the brand is Iman always said if you compartmentalize each of the ethnicity, the market is small. But if you look at the skin tones, they run much wider when you really, they cross over. You know, Hispanics cross over into dark, so do Asians. So we really don't look at the brand in terms of a brand for a specific ethnic type, but a brand that serves a large skin tone. We've actually started including testers on the units so that the woman can actually go in and test the product before she makes that decision to buy. And we found that to be successful.
First, like, I'm really just sitting there staring at her cheeks. And I hope she didn't notice because I was really close to her and I didn't realize I was going to be in her face like that. I could not stop staring at her cheeks. It was just right. And she is so gorgeous. She's got this beautiful bronzy brown skin. And, you know, I'm a fan. Like, I just love beautiful, rich skin tones. And her skin was sickening. She was just beautiful. I mean, she's a supermodel, so clearly she's hot.
But the one I always make sure I have is a press powder with a brush, a small brush, a lip gloss, because I don't really like wearing lipsticks, you know, and a bronzer, you know. I'm telling you, you know, you always feel like you just came from holiday, even if the kids stayed up all night and you know, and you didn't get any sleep. A little bit of a bronzer goes a long way. I have the bronzer, which is just bronze, you know, in terms of that. But then we have the afterglow, which is one of my favorites. Which is 3 colors. One is a bronzer and 2 are blushes. So the mix gives you just that yummy look. I mean, I always say, look, we knew Jennifer Lopez, right? Jennifer Lopez did not become J-Lo without the bronzer. She put on a bronzer, she was J-Lo.
Some of the issues when a lot of companies are utilizing minerals for foundation products that make them not work well for skin of color is that a lot of times they'll pump up titanium dioxide. And it's a very traditional mineral, it works, but unfortunately it tends to really look extremely ashy on darker skin tones. So what we chose to do were to use minerals like certain sea salts and minerals like that that are enhancing for the skin, but that do not interfere with pigment. At the same time, we've really heavily pigmented the products in a way that they give the nice coverage that really matches, as you've seen here, and you'll continue to see all the different skin tones within the range. So that's what really distinguishes our mineral-enriched products from traditional ones, because if we just done 100% minerals, it would look incredibly unnatural. What we did with the powder is that we've included cornstarch, and we've included silk, and we've included rice powders in there as well. And so what those tend to do as well is it absorbs any excess oils, and once again, it doesn't act as a colorant or a color maskant that really impacts negatively the way the colors and the pigments work on the skin. And our hero product, what we've added to that is we've added acai to the product, we've added magnolia to the product, and we've got copper, we've got zinc, we've got other more traditional earthen minerals, but we've formulated them in a way that, once again, it does not impact the pigment, so that we can add enough rich pigment in order to get really medium to full coverage on the skin without creating, again, that gray and masking effect that happens when it's just titanium dioxide or zinc oxide, which again just kind of blocks all the color from really coming through for skin of color. Again, as Desiree mentioned, one of the reasons we stayed away from doing an SPF in here is that a lot of times titanium dioxide is used as the primary ingredient for SPFs, and that really would negatively impact the way the color performs in the skin. And we know our consumers are not willing to give up color and coverage just to say, well, great, I've got my SPF. She'd rather just put on an SPF moisturizer and then get her coverage from the products.
The whole idea about rules, as I was writing my book, The Beauty of Color, was rules were there to be broken. So we don't want to dictate to people how they want, but it's how to look your best. You know, the great thing about makeup is that it's such a small investment that you can actually play with it, you know, without breaking the bank. You know.
This is Dana from AOL Stylist. What colors are you wearing again?
Earth 4 and clay medium.
Nice. That is so
Feels like I'm wearing nothing.
Yes.
Got rid of the tiredness in my eyes. Blended it in well.
Yes,
Definitely a look I can duplicate at home.
So here's my official response after getting my makeup done. I got it done around an hour and a half ago. An hour ago, I guess. Hour and a half ago, yeah. Walked the streets and everything came back. And this is what's left of my foundation, which it's still on very well. The makeup artist used a foundation sponge and he applied this Luxury Radiance liquid makeup enriched with minerals, which scares me because you guys have always, like, well, not everybody, but people have asked me about mineral makeup and I've never really had the desire to play with it. I got a few things here and there, like, you know, some of my MAC stuff or whatever, but I've never like gone to Bare Essentials and been like, I want Bare Essentials. So mineral makeup has always made me nervous. But I'd have to say that this isn't what I thought mineral makeup would look like. I don't know why. Maybe because it's a liquid. I guess I thought it was going to be like a powder thing and be ashy or scary or whatever. But he applied the foundation with a sponge. I did a little bit at a time, working it around my cheeks and up to my forehead. And he said, "Do you exfoliate?" And I said, "Oh, is that exfoliating? Is that what the scrub?" Like once every 2 months. He was like, "No." So basically my skin is gross and there's all kinds of dead, nasty stuff everywhere, which is surprising to me. But you know, when you're an artist and you see crap like that, you know it's nasty. So yeah. But he did my bronzer as well. Oh, he did the cream cover under my eye in Earth Medium. And he used a bronzer on me, the darker bronzer. And he used the lip liner. I don't have it on now. I ate it all off. He did lip liner in tan. And then he did like a gold gloss. Like, flying to me is one of the most terrifying things ever. It's terrifying. I'm just hoping there's room for me on this standby flight. You know what I'm actually hoping is that a really, really big jumbo jet is going to go to BWI, where I need to go. The standby flight and the 10:30 flight are both going to Reagan National. I don't know where that is, but it's not near home. It's not near me, so... So at this point, I just want to go home. But this is what I found to keep me occupied for a little while. SJP, Vogue, and the book that I cannot stop reading that is saving my life. Great read. I'm running out of stuff to do. Paid $7, paid $6.15 for a grande caramel macchiato. That is pure rape of the wallet. And Just gonna hope for the best. Yeah, it's getting deep. It's getting deep.